You don't have to go far from the shores of the Caspian Sea and the towering skyscrapers of Baku to see evidence of the challenge the world faces in cutting emissions. Literally, in the heart of the capital, pump jacks day and night nod away, extracting Azerbaijan's rich reserves of oil. The host nation of the annual climate negotiations this year absolutely depends on fossil fuels. They account for 90% of its exports, and there are plans to extract more, not less.
The last COP was in a petrostate in the United Arab Emirates. This one is again in a petrostate. If we're going to win and help the world actually decarbonize, it will take those countries whose economies are largely dependent on fossil fuel to lead.
The original oil rush started here in Baku. Even before the United States started drilling the fields of Pennsylvania, this far-flung corner of the Russian Empire had dug the world's first pioneering wells. Today, Azerbaijan says it's building a green future. Here, its first large-scale solar plant, enough to power 110,000 homes in a land undoubtedly rich in untapped renewable potential. But this year, the shift to clean energy doesn't take top billing. Over the next 10 days or so, delegates here in Baku will be talking money, a great deal of it. It's estimated $2.4 trillion a year is required by developing nations in the fight against climate change and to help with the transition away from fossil fuels. The question is, who's going to pay for it?
Developing countries are saying, look, we have been advocating for finance for a long time. Let's start with 1 trillion and get that on the table and have some clear mechanisms and monitoring and evaluation by which that's delivered. So that's something that's the absolute minimum that's expected at this COP.
The need for the world to act has never been more apparent, as relentless weather extremes demonstrate. And now there's an additional challenge. A US president-elect who, despite the unified opinion of science, does not believe in climate change, leaving many wondering just how the world will take on the worsening ravages of the climate crisis. Nick Clark, Al Jazeera, Baku, Azerbaijan.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.